You love you a real one. Pull up when the shift done. Roll up, let me feel some. I just wanna feel some. Fall through, let me feel some. Weak spot for the brown eyes, and the low lights glowing on you. What you want, I'm outside. Spin the block on the downtime. Hold me down, don't fold on me. I'm him to the gravestone. Shirt say 6, I'm a ghost son. God, you let her post for the camera. I like you better than candles. You left the city that gave you the head on your shoulder. You got a vantage point. Jump on my line when it's PM, I give it the stamina. You fell in love with potential before me, somebody that left you with damage, huh? Well, bless your heart. Hey, go and protect your heart. 10 down, I'ma hold that line. Only know how to play my part. Say so when I make that mine. Hold on, let me take my time. Take my time, take my time, take my time, take my time. 10 down, I'ma hold that line. Only know how to play my part. Say so when I make that mine. Hold on, let me take my time. Drop low when I'm outside. Life will turn out how you make it. Bet I make you feel amazing. Pressing up against that body, turn you to somebody to me, let me face it. Pretty soul, I make a face. How did I go from a stranger to someone you hit up when you need a favor? Drop low on occasion, and I bless that heart. 10 down, I'ma hold that line. Only know how to play my part. Say so when I make that mine. Hold on, let me take my time. 10 down, I'ma hold that line. Only know how to play my part. Say so when I make that mine. Hold up, let me take my time. You love you a real one. Pull up when the shift done. Roll up, let me feel some. I just wanna feel some. Fall through, let me feel some. Weak spot for the brown eyes, and them low lights glowing on you. What you want, I'm outside. Spin the block on the downtime. Hold me down, don't fold on me. I'm him to the gravestone. Shirt say 6, I'm a ghost son. God, you let her post for the camera. I like you better than candles. You left the city that gave you the head on your shoulder. You got a vantage point. Jump on my line when it's PM, I give it the stamina. You fell in love with potential before me, somebody that left you with damage, huh? Well, bless your heart. Hey, go and protect your heart. 10 down, I'ma hold that line. Only know how to play my part. Say so when I make that mine. Hold on, let me take my time. Take my time, take my time, take my time, take my time. 10 down, I'ma hold that line. Only know how to play my part. Say so when I make that mine. Hold on, let me take my time.
Crazy.
Peach ENT.
That's my ish.
I ain't go through hell to not have no heaven. Y'all tripping.
I've been through it all, yeah. Highs, lows, selling back. You can bet I stay solid through it all, yeah. And I'm still here. I got the right for me to feel like I'm the one, yeah. Look at where we from, yeah. You can let me live.
They said I wouldn't be alive to see 25. Newsflash, I'm alive and watching my money rise. Gang full of funny guys. I ain't in a laughing mood. Handyman, I pack a tool. Show you what this ratchet do. I just wanna chill and get topped off. Buy a bad and bougie, brought a Gucci, ain't a knockoff. Is that too much to ask for? Nigga, what you mad for? You the one that wanna see a limit on my cash flow. Same nigga smiling in my face like congrats, bro, but throwing hella shade as soon as I turn my back, though. It's hard to remain humble when you have 1,000,001 niggas aiming at you. How can you not become an asshole? Looking at my past, yo, I ain't never ever going back broke. Put that on everything I love, and on that note, I had to separate the real from the fake, the love from the hate, my dogs from the snakes,
yeah. It all, yeah. Highs, lows, selling back. You can bet I stay
Newsflash, I'm out here chilling, plotting on millions, follow my vision. Now they calling like, what's up with you, Gov? I see you got a little buzz, I'm trying to fuck with you. What time you hanging out? I'm trying to live it up with you. It's all love till you tell them spin a buck with you. That's when the true colors show. They start throwing subliminal shots and wonder why I walk around with trust issues. I used to have a clique of 50 niggas. 50 niggas eventually dwindled down to 10. And we in the trenches, getting to the chick is strictly business. Balling on niggas senseless, similar to the 04 Pistons. It's a fact when you do something great. Niggas hearts pump jealousy, eyes show envy. You spot it from a mile away. That's when you separate the real from the fake, the love from the hate, your dogs from the snakes.
I've been through it all, yeah. Highs, lows, selling back. You can bet I stay solid through it all, yeah. And I'm still here. I got the right for me to feel like I'm the one, yeah. Look at where we from, yeah. Nigga, let me live. Let me live, 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 let me live. Let me live, let me live, let me live, let me live, let me live.
You can even do it in the comments or my DMs if you want. Because as white people, we gotta know that we take too much emotional effort, and I know I'm asking for it here. So if I don't have your informed, enthusiastic consent to ask and get an answer, tell me to screw. That's how I feel about emotional effort. If you do decide to answer, thank you. My comedy appreciates it. And I really do appreciate it. And let me know if there's any way I can pay you back. Keep being awesome. Hi from Misty.
You know, I saw a post today where like this Polish girl was like, I'm not white, I'm Polish, right? And of course, all these white people from the United States got their panties in the twist because they're like, well, I'm Polish and I identify as white, right? Because you're a fucking American. Like, I don't presume to speak for all Eastern and Western Europeans, but I can tell you that majority of us, when asked what we are, don't whittle it down, like our identity, to the existence of our fucking skin color. Right? And like what I hear as an Eastern European when somebody's like, yeah, I'm white, I'm like, oh, okay, so you're a moderately well-paid slave. That's what I hear. And to be a white supremacist is even more ridiculous because what, you drank the Kool-Aid? And like at the end of the day, a slave is a slave is a slave is a slave, even if you're one of the higher paid slaves, even if you're a house slave for that matter. And y'all really don't think that you're fucking slaves. But let me explain something to you. What did the white supremacist or colonizer do to the fucking slaves? What did they do? They gave them a watered down version of Christianity. What do you guys? I'm a non-denominational Christian. What the fuck does that mean? Because Jesus started a church and that's not, you don't even go to that. I mean, if you're going to go balls to the wall on a monotheistic religion, at least do that shit right. What else did they do to the fucking slaves? They took away their language. A lot of you guys cannot speak anything other than fucking English. So you think somebody who speaks broken English is fucking stupid. Meanwhile, they speak 3 languages and you barely fucking speak 1, and you read at a 5th grade level in fucking English. That's another thing that they did to the slaves. They took away their fucking education. They took away their fucking names. They took away their fucking language. They took away their cultural identity and their roots. They demasculated the men in front of the women and the children so that they could do what they wanted with the women and the children. And what the fuck does that sound like if not the existence of men in the United States of America? They also gave them scraps for fucking food, shitty living conditions, and an inferior form of fucking healthcare that basically just kept them alive long enough to slave themselves to fucking death. And what the fuck does that sound like if not the entire existence of everybody in the United States, including fucking white people? So yeah, as an Eastern European, all I fucking hear when somebody says I'm a white person or I'm a white supremacist is, yeah, I'm a very well-behaved slave and I'm going to do anything Massa says to make them happy. And given what MAGA and Republicans in the United States have shown us, that fucking tracks. And honestly, genetically speaking, geographically speaking, and historically speaking, it's not accurate to call Eastern European people white because they're really fucking not. They're a little bit more spicy of the white people. Like, just look at a motherfucking map. Just look at a motherfucking map and please try to wrap your head around, not every country that was created with genocide and colonization. Majority of countries that exist in the world are tribes that pulled together to create a fucking civilization and preserve their cultural identity. Where here you are in the United States of America, whittling your identity down to the color of your skin, which does not require any effort or preservation to exist. At the end of the day, borders bleed and war is a thing and cross genetics exist and it is what it is. So there's a little bit of everybody in everybody. That's a fucking matter of fact. But at the end of the fucking day, when you look at the motherfucking map, Eastern Europe borders the Middle East. It's a boat ride away from motherfucking Africa. Even like Western Europe, for that fucking matter, really the only like traditionally white people are like the Scandinavians, the Nordic ass motherfuckers, the Finland and the Vikings and shit. Those are the Inga from Sweden. Those are the blonde hair, blue-eyed, thin-nosed, tall Viking-looking motherfuckers that colonized majority of Western Europe, creating fucking white people. Majority of Europe as a fundamental whole were fucking tribes once upon a time, before civilization was even fucking initiated. And when you're looking at the tribes of like these Eastern European countries, they have darker skin, they have darker eyes, they have darker hair, they have rounder features, they border Middle Eastern countries. They're a boat ride away from African countries. Look at fucking Sicily. Why do you think they call Sicilians the blacks of Italians? Because Sicily is closer to Africa than it is any other Western or Eastern European country for that fucking matter. But honestly, culturally speaking, historically speaking, geographically speaking, genetically speaking, Eastern Europeans are not fucking white people, and you're not going to whittle our existence down to the color of our fucking skin, especially when you're talking about a motherfucking Polish person, because for the love of fucking God, we had to fight tooth and fucking nail. They wiped us off the map. They tried to eradicate our culture and our fucking religion, and we had to go through hell and high water to preserve that shit. So no, bitch. I'm not fucking white. I'm fucking Polish. And don't ever get that shit fucking twisted. And I'm so fucking sick of white people in the United States of America trying to ditch and franchise everybody else from their cultural identity because they lost the fucking plot. That's the you problem, bitch, not me. Y'all tried to do that shit to the African slaves, and now look what you did. They influence everything that's pertinent in your fucking society. Y'all would not even be relevant trendsetters if you didn't have the descendants of slaves creating the only remnants of fucking culture that exist in the United States of America. And you keep trying to do this no matter how unfucking successful you are at it. Bitch, watch your fucking mouth trying to tell people what the fuck they are or they aren't just because you don't have a fucking cultural identity. I am so sick of white supremacists trying to wipe out everything that fucking matters because they fucking don't.
I'm never going to call myself a non-practicing white person because for the split second of engaging in conversation with someone who is actively partaking in white supremacy and white narcissism, before they realize that I am not on their side, I can say something to get in their head. When I identify myself as a non-practicing white person, I am separating myself from this collective and from this group, and I am misusing the privilege that I have. I'm not non-practicing white. I am a white man who is actively deconstructing. You can't just stop practicing whiteness. You have to start practicing social consciousness. If you want to call yourself that, I get that you're trying to signal to people of color that you're a safe white person to be around. Would you accept me as a man saying, I'm a non-practicing man? Would that be enough to just make you trust me? It's not enough to not engage in harmful behavior. The system is harmful. We have to deconstruct the system. We have work to do in ourselves and in the world around us and in the people around us. Trust is earned, not given, and there is a lot of good reason to not trust us. There is so much reason to not trust us.
Black people always being like, white girl this, white girl that.
Be so sincere. Be for real.
I'm what you would call a non-practicing white. If you don't know what that means, stick around, I'll tell you. I'm not fucking racist. All right, I'm not racist. Like white, black, green, yellow, purple, blue, whatever. I don't care. It's stupid. All right. And like, I love black people, and I'm super jealous of black people. And I know that sounds stupid, but like, they're way cooler than me, so that does make me a little sad. But I try to be the best non-practicing white dude I can be, and just try to spread the love. But basically, yeah, if you ever hear somebody say non-practicing white, it basically boils down to they're not a racist. They don't try to use or abuse any form of white privilege, which exists even if you're a broke ass from Appalachia like myself, you see. But just wanted to clear that up, man. Non-practicing white. We could use a better name, though. Like, so if you got a better name than non-practicing white, I'd love to hear it. It's just all I can really come up with, and it's what I've heard used before. But yeah, basically it just means you're a white guy, but you're not a fucking white guy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. Happy Saturday, y'all. Let me put my glasses on. What is up? What is up? Thank y'all for joining me today. I know I'm running a little bit behind. It's 12 p.m. ish, but you know what? Actually, I'm not. I'm 30 minutes late. So y'all got to give me some grace. You know, I produce all these different shows. I have my career. You know, y'all know I'm halfway 100, so shit sometimes move a little slow over here, but nevertheless, I am here. And today's topic is, are white people losing their damn mind? Did y'all just see that video? Am I the only one that's just learning about this week? Am I the only one that's fucking confused? Like, yo, what is going on? And what is a non-practicing white person? Um, hmm. And what happens if you are a non-practicing white person in America? Do you get kicked out of the I guess the white org, or are you not invited to the family cookouts, or you lose your white privileges? I seriously doubt that's going to be the case, especially in, you know, Trump's America or America itself. But I thought that was interesting. Please drop in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about that video, this new movement of a non-practicing white person. As we progress during the show, I'm going to put up some other clips about some white BS that's been happening within the past week. The reason why I chose this topic is because I was at work, and like I keep expressing to y'all and sharing, I am a peds nurse during the day. So right now I am back in the 5th grade. And interesting enough, I am surrounded by both blacks and whites, and we have these conversations. And this was actually brought up along with the Kevin Hart roast and the Chud the Builder. And we were actually able to have a reasonable conversation. And I said, well, damn, I love this. I love this conversation. And I would like to bring that this Saturday at 12 p.m. because it was interesting. Like with the non-practicing white person, you know, as blacks, we were confused as to what it was. Hello to Lib. You say I just tuned in and I missed the video. Okay, so basically, Talib, the video was about white people being non-practicing white people and expressing why, and they're choosing to be their nationality versus being a crayon color, which I find admirable. Excuse me, the word, I can't get it out. No teeth. Remember, teeth being done. But you know, I feel like, and y'all just, you know, comment. I personally feel like, and like I said during the conversation when I was sitting in the 5th grade class with the teachers, the whites, the blacks, because the blacks was confused about this, I feel like they are already re-hijacking another movement of ours, right? So I know I frequent a lot of conscious communities, and I'm hearing a lot where we don't no longer want to be called the crayon color black, right? So doesn't that sound similar with them saying, no, we're not white, we're choosing our nationality? Isn't that the same thing? It's like when we're going left, they go left, and then we switch to right, they jump to the right. It's like we really can't have anything. So now that we're choosing not to be black, they're choosing not to be white. We're some of us is choosing to be indigenous. Some of us is choosing to be African. Some of us is owning up to our Caribbean heritage. And now the white people are just like, yo, we don't want to be a part of this racist system in America. I'm choosing to say that I'm Polish and that America stripped me of my heritage. For what? To be racist? To strip someone else of their heritage? I loved it. I loved the Polish lady that was in the video. She essentially said, listen, white people, for all the things that you do and say, and you think you're superior, you're a slave too, because everything that happened to the blacks happened to you. Excuse me for lack of a better word. Um, happened to you. You're stripped of your culture. You're stripped of your nationality and your heritage. Traded in there for a few bucks and some privileges in a country that doesn't give two shits about us as African Americans, indigenous, whatever you call yourself, and them as whites. So I think that was amazing. So what I'm going to do, right? I probably dropped the links earlier because I want everybody to come up and express how they feel. And if you are too afraid, you could simply do this. You don't have to choose to be on camera. You could come up just like this with your little icon or your two little initials and share your opinion about what you think. But if you saw this video about the non-practicing whites, give me your thoughts in the chat and I will actually drop the link just so we could have a brief conversation about this. You could share your thoughts and then we'll move on to what's the next one? This Chud guy. Because I feel like, listen, white people are losing their goddamn mind. And I mean, they've always been crazy. And trust, I do have white friends. The teachers that was in that class said, yes, as whites, we are losing our mind. So please, I am not racist here, but it's been some crazy stuff going on along the way. It's crazy. Uh so to live said trading it in for your privileges versus never having the ability to trade anything in. Listen, it's amazing. It's amazing. With everything the last year, how people are moving. Let me come back on camera. So I dropped the link in the chat. Y'all let me know what you think about these non-practicing white people. Does it disarm you? How would you feel if you out in public and a white female or male come up to you and say, oh, how are you doing? I'm a non-practicing white person. I'm a safe space for you to just let your hair down and be around. And by the way, I do think we are abusing the word safe space. I think I felt a lot safer when I heard it in the LGBTQ plus community. I think I feel a lot safer with that. But I feel like that word has been hijacked and it's just been thrown all around everywhere. The safe space. So what are you saying to live? Black people can't be racist. The only way you can be racist is if you have the ability to completely control. Okay, so this is the same stuff I hear circulating around the conscious community. Is repetitive. I think we all know it, but thank you for sharing it. And manipulate and determine the outcome of another person's life through law and policy. All right. So what do you feel about it? What do you feel about non-practicing whites? Does it make you feel safe as a black person? Do you feel proud that a lot of them are creating this movement and possibly changing the hearts and minds of other white people, or they are coming together and building something, maybe think tanks to kind of eliminate this racism? I don't know. How do you feel about it? Right now, I just personally feel like they're just copying what they just what they normally do. They're emulating what we're currently doing, but that's just my opinion. What is yours? What is yours? Non-practicing white people, drop it in the comments. So I'm going to move on to this Chud guy. And shout out to Maybach Mel for sharing this video, because I had absolutely no idea who the hell Chud was. I'm not sure what generation he is from. I know as a child born in the 70s, white people weren't blatant and bold like this to walk around in communities calling people the N word. We, during our time, I think they pretty much understood that there would be repercussions for this. So to hear and see this Chud guy, it was just, I mean, my wig was blown back. Like, how was this guy able to walk around in the 2000s actually pulling this off and recording it? And his eye wasn't black and blue, or he wasn't shot, or his legs wasn't broke. But yeah, let me play this Chud the Builder. Has anybody, before I go in, y'all in the comment, in the chat, drop a comment. Have you heard of Chud before? This actual case that he has when he shot the. Have you ever heard of him before? Have your kids mentioned him? I've never heard of him. I mean, and again, shout out to Maybach Mel. I would have never knew. I would have went through life and never knew a person like this exists. So drop in the comments and let me know. I'm gonna play this Chud the Builder vid. This is one of his actual vids that he, walking in the public doing. Stay tuned. I'll be back. Let me play this.
He chimping out. Is that you, camera? What up, nigga? How you been, nigga? They chimping out again. He mad he went viral as fuck. You saw that? Called his bluff. You know what I'm talking about? The real YNs recognize real. Real niggas recognize real, but you fake. Nick. Oh, I'm not? Do you know what America is? Free speech. Look at this nigga chimping out.
I don't know what you doing. We're recording together.
You still ain't doing shit. And you still ain't doing nothing. He still ain't doing shit. Tell me I can't say something again. This is a fucking America. This is America. I can call him a nigga if I want. You know what I mean? Keep chimping out. Dumbass nigga. He's still chimping out. Look at these dumbass niggas. Look at these dumbass niggas chimping out. And do something about it. Leave me alone, Nick. Leave me alone, Nick. Nick.
Do something about it.
Nick. Dumbass Nick. Keep chimping out. Keep chimping out, Nick.
Y'all see my face, right? Are y'all hearing what I'm hearing? Talib said, yes, he heard it. Talib, you said, yeah, you heard this. Was your face like mine when you saw this? And then just to hear the N word, right? Just so blatant with the hard ER. And then to hear him say, you're chimping out. This white boy done lost his mind. And do y'all see these black men, like grown black men, like not small, children, grown ass black men, pulling out a phone and recording this fool, calling him the hard ER, and then saying he chimping out. There has definitely been like a cultural shift. I mean, because I can't even imagine the men born in the 70s and the 80s even tolerating anything like this. And he's in a local grocery store. Did y'all hear the white woman behind the counter? Or I'm not sure if she was white, Hispanic, or whatever. She was like, you can't say nothing. He like, this is America. I can say what I want to say. Is anybody else confused? How do y'all feel about this video? And I am so unsure why this guy, Chud, didn't believe that something was eventually going to happen. Like he wasn't going to ever get into a confrontation. I could have told him this the first episode. Listen, Chud, you're going to end up getting effed up. Somebody's gonna mess you up, Chud. I don't even understand how he thought nothing was gonna happen. Maybach says, Chud the white punk, he doesn't go to no hoods, ghettos pulling that stunt. Okay. So I could go with that, Mel, but damn, it only takes one black person. Literally in this video, I'm looking at black people listening to this. Why do you gotta be in the hood to be about it? I know some brolic southern people, like my family is from the South. If they heard you say something like that, your ass would have got whooped. I'm thinking back into the 90s as a young girl. I was in, was it Savannah? And I couldn't have been no more than 11. And I'm on a swing with my brother. And a little white girl called me the heart, ER. And I chased this. Listen, she was in mid swing. I pulled the swing out from under her ass and watched her drop to the ground like a ton of bricks. Boom! And then chased her into her house, fighting her. Hook slide in her. She tried to hook slide in her house, and I hook slid in there with her and started beating on her. And when her mama put her hands on me, I was hitting her too. Because one thing you're not going to do is call me the hard ER. And it wasn't something that I had to muster up the energy in the fight to do. It was just instinct. So are we that docile? Are we that dumbed down to the point where our instincts, we just don't react anymore? Because I can't imagine me and my brother being in the store and this man got a camera in my face and he's telling me, why are you chimping out? You chimping out. Soon as I heard I'm on him. And I'm a woman. He would have been wearing a glass Pepsi bottle, Coca-Cola, whatever they got in the glass across his head. He probably wouldn't even got the opportunity to shoot anybody. I don't know. I'm going to drop the link in the comment. I don't even see how this is funny. Talib said it's right on brand with America. I don't see how anyone found this to be funny. I don't find the joke in Chud the Builder. I don't get it. I don't get what's going on with this new generation of people. I guess this is the 90s children. I don't get it. I really seriously don't get why they're so dumbed down. Is it this new music and all this stuff and the lean and the whatever, the fentanyl or something got their brains fried? Because there's no way in the hell this Chud the Builder would even be able to function. He would have had to do all that chimping out and the nig around a bunch of white people recording himself. Don't make no damn sense. Link is in the comments if you want to come up and you got something to share or get off your chest about Chud, or let me know how you feel about Chud. I do have a couple more videos of him. One of which I do believe is funny. But yes, this guy has done the most. I just don't get it. I don't get it. And it's crazy because I stream some wonderful shows on my channel, on multiple ones, that's inspirational, that's insightful, that can help you change your life. And people will not tune in for that information, but you'll tune in to be called a nick and a chimp. Something going on here. I missed it. I'm totally missing it. All right, so as you know, if you've been following this Chud thing, he actually did have an incident, while he was out streaming and calling people, doing this thing. Let me play the news and then y'all can let me know how y'all feel in the comments section.
That a controversial Clarksville online video streamer is now facing an attempted murder charge. It's the result of a fight outside the Montgomery County Courthouse that ended in gunfire. Good evening and welcome to News 2 at 6. I'm Bob Mueller.
And I'm Haley Wilgus. Authorities say Dalton Etherly, also known as Chud the Builder, and another man were both shot during this exchange. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry has more on the investigation.
Controversial streamer Dalton Etherly, known online as Chud the Builder, is accused of shooting a man outside the Montgomery County Courthouse. The sheriff's office says both Etherly and another man were taken to the hospital for medical treatment. After the shooting, Etherly appeared to keep live streaming for several minutes. In the video, Etherly can be heard saying, quote, "Man, I just pray that dude is going to be all right. I tried to walk away from him." Court records show Etherly was scheduled for a civil debt appearance that morning in Montgomery County. In Etherly's stream, he claimed the incident started after a man laughed at him. Etherly claims he walked away after interacting with the man. The man followed him, and a fight broke out. That's when Etherly drew his weapon. The Montgomery County Sheriff's Office is pursuing charges against Etherly for criminal attempted murder, aggravated assault, and reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon. Etherly is also facing a separate criminal case in Nashville. He's accused of refusing to pay a $400 bill to Bob's Steak and Chop House downtown and screaming racial slurs. Etherly has over 226,000 followers on X, all due to his live streams where he's shown in places like Broadway, Clarksville, and Gatlinburg, insulting and calling people racial slurs. In a Give Send Go post, Etherly writes, "I've shared mild jokes, unfiltered thoughts, and yes, sometimes I've used the N-word in what I thought was edgy, harmless humor. I know it's controversial, but it's my right to speak freely." Etherly is booked into the Montgomery County Jail, where he's being held without bond. He will have his arraignment and bond hearing on Friday. In Nashville, Caitlin Quisenberry, News.
This man said, I had harmless humor and I have a right to call y'all the hard and R, and it's harmless humor. This is America. I should be able to say what I want to say. Oh my God. Share your thoughts in the comments. These white people are losing their goddamn mind to even rationalize this. I have a right. And how dare he come up to me? And I tried to walk away. It's a mess. Maybach said the feds and police warned him about this happening. What's funny is this stupid ass, YT dude. I've been watching a couple videos because again, I had to educate myself on this fool Chud. Apparently, he had the camera still rolling and the mic on while he was shooting this guy, the whole altercation. So, who was chimping out, Chud? I can't wait to find out exactly what's going on or, what will happen. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Do y'all think Chud the Builder is going to end up doing any time or he going to get a slap on the wrist? If he does, I think it's going to be more so for that damn tab. I don't think people truly too much in America care about presenting themselves as fair and just when it comes to us. I don't think they care that Chud shot a hard ER. I think America is just very forward facing. They're not hiding anymore. I don't think anybody's hiding. But please share your thoughts in the comments. Chud, amazing. This is amazing. This is 2026. I can't believe this is happening. And Chud, be careful in prison. Wherever you are, be careful. I hope you don't run into the wrong black men, because you're gonna have some serious issues when they get the whooping on that. And I hope that they write the hard ER somewhere on their body as they stomping on that. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Now more about Chud. How many of y'all have watched the recent interviews with this black lady? Her name is Little Venus, right? And she's actually a black friend of Chud's, knows his family, knows Chud personally, and says that Chud family is not racist and they are appalled at his behavior, right? But she also shares some interesting other information about, this guy and how he actually feels about the hard ERs. Now, this part of the story I find very funny. So I'm going to play this clip and then I'm going to drop the link, and we're going to get into the roast of Cat Williams, because remember not Cat Williams, I'm sorry. The roast of Kevin Hart. 'Cause again, these white people done lost their goddamn minds. I don't know what is going on. But this is Little Venus. Check this out.
Yeah, what did you use on Chud?
Very small. I'm talking not more than like 4 inches. And back then the toys weren't what they are now. Because back then I used something called a field.
It got a little bit graphic. I didn't want to play that entire videos, but apparently this black female or indigenous female, I don't know what her origin is, I don't know what her nationality is, but she is us. Apparently she was friends with Chud, grew up with Chud. They've had several intimate encounters. She's actually claims to be his first. And she also admits in this Art of Dialogue video that Chud Chud actually, wanted to deal with her, and she blames herself. She says she might be the reason as to why he's going on this rampage and these rants and making these videos about us, the folks. He's probably just upset. And she says she actually encountered Venus. Her name is Venus. She actually encountered Chud and tried to have a conversation with him. And he kind of brushed her off or whatever, sort of like one of those, da 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 da, but brushed her off because he had to keep up his image and continue to do his little live streams. But yeah, she was like, listen, I might be the reason. I done screwed him with that little 4-inch, laid him down. She said she's a top always. She topped him. She topped him several times. She was his first. 4 inches. And then she moved away and stopped. And then Chud just lost it and started creating videos. So, his case is interesting. Like I said, I can't wait to see what else come out when he go to trial. I can't wait. I can't wait. And from my understanding and other videos that I've watched, Chud loved the chocolate. But we're gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna drop the link again. Please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. This will be a 1-hour show. 1-hour show because I come back tonight at 12 a.m. Please tune in at 12 a.m. Hit the 12 a.m. Hit the notification on my PGNT page. It's 12 a.m. at night, and we're gonna talk about sex. Hey, what's up, Mel?
What up? You talking about your sexual show at midnight? that you're doing?
It's not a whole sexual show. This episode is going to be about sex because I think it's interesting. Men are liking to get pegged and all this other stuff and this chud thing. So yeah, why not?
Well, I don't know about all of that, but yeah, he's a punk, man. That mother sucker's a punk, and he was warned by the feds, and he was warned by police, okay, that this could possibly happen to him. But he thought he's invincible. He thought he was untouchable, and now he got to face the consequences. My thing is like, don't be a tough guy, when it serves you, and then when you're in front of the judge, you crying crocodile tears, or you crying, you know. I heard something about I guess Charleston White got touched, I guess last night or whenever it happened. I guess he got punched. So all of these dudes that be sitting here talking about people, man, you know, um, somebody's gonna catch you one day. And I hope, when you talking tough behind the computer, behind your phone and all of this other stuff, you do the same thing in real life. Don't I ain't gonna say chimp out, but don't punk out. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Do you-
So
Don't
karma
chip
always
out.
catch up to people, man. I call it universal law because to me that's what it is. It's universal law. And whatever you put out in the universe, it's gonna come to you. You know what I mean? If you keep talking about, oh, you walking under ladders and ain't no bad, you ain't got no bad luck. What do you think's gonna happen? That bad luck is gonna happen because you putting it out there in the universe. You know what I mean? Oh, I stand in front of a cracked mirror and I say, mirror, mirror on the wall. You know what I mean? What do you think is gonna happen? Hey, I mean, listen, shit's gonna catch up to you. But I digress. I land my plane. I just want to add that to it.
Oh
And tune
no.
in to Peach at midnight. Her sex talk show at midnight that she's starting up. You know what I mean?
It is not a whole sex talk show.
Call
We
in
just
with your sex
talking about
with y'all sexapades that y'all had. You know what I mean? She want to hear all the stories. She want all of the goodies. You know what I'm saying? You beat the box in the back seat of your vehicle. She want to hear about it. You
you had a
took it in the
chud moment.
elevator. Yeah, you was in the elevator. Y'all stopped the elevator real quick, got it in. She want to hear about it. You know what I mean? You're at work. You go into the bathroom, the staff bathroom, and you took a coworker down real quick. Yeah, she want to hear about it. So
No, I want to hear about solutions to things like impotency, dry stuff. We just gonna chat.
you
The
don't want to
12
hear no
a.m.
solutions to
talks.
nothing. You
Yes.
want tea. She's lying, y'all.
The
She wants
12
tea.
a.m. chats will be about things we will not talk about at 12
Listen,
p.m.
she told me on the phone the other day she wants to be the female version of Jerry Springer. All right. So that's what she wants. She want the ratchet of ratchet stories. But like I said, I digress, and I'm gonna fall back in the chat.
Oh
Peace.
my God. Get out of here. He is a hot
Peace.
mess.
Peace.
I heard that Chubb was asking asking the black community for bail or money on his books or something like that. Y'all know the internet is undefeated. It be all kinds of clickbaity stuff. So I'm praying that's not the case. I'm praying. I'm definitely praying. All right, so let me get into this. Not this. Okay, so let me segue into this because I get pissed every time I think about it. Did anybody watch the roast of Kevin Hart? Did y'all watch that? What were y'all thoughts about it? You see my face? This is how I was watching it. Last Saturday, actually, not last Saturday, last Wednesday when I went to fifth grade, it was suggested by another nurse, that I watch it and come in and give her my thoughts on Monday. So I purposely got my little snacks, relaxed in my bed, and said, hey, I'm going to get me a couple laughs because I needed it. It was a rough week. And I'm going to watch the roast of Kevin Hart. I did not expect to see what I saw. The whole roast, my face was like, it was another Chud the Builder moment. I'm like, what? And again, it brought me back to my topic of white people losing their goddamn mind. How are we even comfortable with this in 2026? What is in our medication, people? What's in our liquor? What's in the weed? How are we just sitting back accepting this? What the hell? Back said that Kevin Hart so-called roast was a mockery of fuckery. Yeah, it was a mess. Drop your comments in the chat if you saw it. Because again, listen, I'm starting to be like Chud. Are we really chimping the hell out? Because that's what the hell is feeling like. We chimping out. And I'm not him, and I'm saying it. We letting a lot of shit slide. Like the Voters' Rights Act. Honey, listen. We're going to have a whole nother show about that. I've already began reaching out to the people that I know within the NAACP. I got to know what the hell is going on because there's too much anti-black shit going on. Whether it's on the internet, your boy, the orange man, they got stuff going on with this voters' rights. It's like, okay, what? All out. Are we chimping out? All right, well, you know what? Put your comments in the chat. The link is in the chat if you want to come up. So those looking at me, just continue to stare. You know, I think I'm beautiful and everything, but I would prefer for you not to just stare. I would prefer for you to just drop some comments and let me know your thoughts because this world is starting to feel like the 1950s. But that's my opinion. Let me play this clip from this guy, Dr. Umar. Y'all know he is not exactly my best friend, but he is on point with this. Y'all check this out.
I want to first read some of these jokes for your audience who did not see this. It starts off with Shane Gillis. He's the host. I never heard of the devil, but I know who he is now. He starts out by saying, I want to thank Netflix for choosing me to co-host this celebration of Black excellence. And when I heard that, I said, okay, that's an underhanded jab at Black excellence. He's basically trying to say, ain't nothing excellent about y'all. Y'all just a bunch of dumb niggas. That's what he was trying to say. But I said, okay, let me be patient. Because remember, Art, this is a 3-hour program. Then Usher comes out. Shout out to my brother Usher. He performed. He threw some jokes at Kev Hart. It was nice and clean. Shout out to Usher. I had no problem with my brother Usher. Then Tom Brady comes out because Kevin Hart, I believe, hosted Tom Brady's roast back in 2024. Tom Brady wasn't as bad as the others. He says things like, unlike your real dad, I actually showed up. He looks out at the crowd. Tom Brady says, who are all these people? I thought Spirit Airlines shut down. In other words, you're a bunch of broke black niggas. How did y'all afford to attend this show? Mind you, Art, is mostly white people out there. So this lynching took place in front of a predominantly white audience. I want to shout out my sister Regina King, Art. Excuse me, Regina Hall, not Regina King, Regina Hall, because I didn't see her laugh or barely laugh at any of the jokes. She was up there on the podium sitting down. She did not find it funny. Thank you to Sister Regina Hall for maintaining your integrity, as much of it as you could, during this public lynching of black people described as a comedy show. Shout out to Regina Hall. Art, they were cursing through the whole thing. Vulgarity, profanity. It was nothing but degeneracy. But let me continue. Shane Gillis makes this joke, Art. He says, Cheryl's husband unalived himself. Obviously, black does crack because he jumped off a effing roof. Did you hear what I just said? I'm going to say it again. Shane Gillis said Cheryl's husband unalived himself. Obviously, black does crack if it's married to Cheryl and jumps off an effing roof. So I do my research, Art, and guess what I find out? Her husband took his own life by jumping to his death, bro. They made a joke about her husband's suicide, Art, and check this out. It wasn't one joke about her husband's suicide. They repeatedly, throughout the whole show, made jokes about Cheryl Underwood's husband's suicide to millions of people watching this Netflix special all over the world. Let's continue. They call Pete Davidson a wigger, W-I-G-G-E-R. You know what a wigger is? A white person who loves niggas. Then he said, the Golden State Warriors logo is a bridge. Don't show that to Cheryl's husband. You see that, Art? Her husband is deceased. He took his own life. They repeatedly made jokes about this woman's deceased husband. Don't show her husband the Golden State Warriors logo on their jersey because he might want to jump off the Golden Gate Bridge. Let's continue, Art. Then Shane says, racist devil, Shane Gillis, he says, I called Cheryl last night and asked her if it was okay to say some of these jokes. I want to say this to my sister, Cheryl Underwood, Art. I love her. I respect her. Great comedian. I love you, Sister Cheryl. But don't you ever again in your life give permission for white people to disrespect you, disrespect your deceased husband, or disrespect us. Because one thing we got to understand, Art, when they make these jokes about these comedians, they're not just attacking them. They're attacking all of us because they're digging up these old racialized jokes from the slave plantation and they're trying to make them popular again. I know exactly what this is, Art. Just like they trying to put us back in Jim Crow with the vote, they trying to put us back in Jim Crow with the comedy. They're trying to get our black comedians to give them a license to publicly insult, belittle, disparage, and disrespect black people. And I want Netflix to know we not having.
Well, and you know what? All right, chat. What are y'all thoughts about that? Did y'all watch the roast of Kevin Hart? And those jokes are terrible, but it was even more terrible shit said. They called Cheryl Underwood, I believe it was a donkey or something off of Shrek or something. Shane Gillis called Lizzo a fat bitch. He called Tiana Teller. What did he say? Good thing she's good looking because that bitch's comedy is terrible. Something along the lines of that. Very, very disrespectful. They was going in. I can't even remember the lady. What was the lady's name that was on there? Oh my God, I can't remember her name. The white lady. Continuous jokes about her being a slut and about how she was just sleeping with black men and talking about her vagina. I'm telling you, this special, I was just shocked. The older white comedian, the red, he came out trying to emulate Eddie Murphy. I thought that was disrespectful and stuff. Like, why you just couldn't come out as Uncle Fester or whatever it is, because that's what the fuck you look like. You look like Uncle Fester. The whole thing was just a bunch of black jokes. Like, listen, y'all, They even said that Kevin Hart family, Chelsea Handler, thank you, Mel. They even said that Kevin Hart's family got over here in a slave ship inside of a bottle. It was just it was so disrespectful. I have never in the listen halfway 100 in my lifetime of roast. I have never seen no shit. I never seen so many repeated racial slurred out jokes the way I saw during that roast. And then that fucking Kevin just sitting there. And you know us, we could tell when we are offended. Now we know Kevin is a horrible fucking actor, right? We know this man can't act. This man was not offended. It seemed like he was cooning out and he enjoyed every second of this roast. And honey, Cat Williams, let me tell y'all, Cat Williams came out there and there's so much to be said about that. I look at Cat Williams in a different way. But I could tell that he himself seemed uncomfortable. He seemed out of sorts, out of place, and very, very uncomfortable. But yeah, as a woman, that was just totally, I mean, disrespect. They disrespect those women in ways that I have never seen. And I love comedy. I've watched Jerry Lewis, I've watched Gene Wilder, I've watched some of the whitest of whites, and I've never heard them say anything along them lines. It was Kevin, you chimped out. I'm with Chud. You fucking chimped out. You chimped all the way out. So please, if you can stomach it, try to watch the roast of Kevin, and then come back to this video and let me know what you thought about it in the comment section. I felt uncomfortable in my own house, laying in my own bed, relaxing. I was just uncomfortable. And it was just to the point where, The Rock came out. And I don't know about y'all, but I love The Rock. I love him from the WWE. He came out with the lights, and you know how he be like, finally, blah, blah, blah. But when he got up there, right, I thought it was very strange that they had to do a race reveal. Like they was just outing him. Oh, y'all know The Rock is black. And then they showed pictures of his father on the jumbo screen where he showed it, and then they showed pictures of Kevin's father being on crack. It was just too much. It was just too much disrespect. Total disrespect. The disrespect that Kevin's wife, people talking about, she's sitting there talking about his wife, and it was just disrespectful. I don't know. Then they was talking about they had Epstein file jokes. They had the freaking the George Floyd joke should have just ended the whole goddamn night. That I can't breathe. They should have just ended the whole night with that shit. It was too much. The Epstein, oh, y'all in here with the kids. It was just too much. It was too much. It was way too much. Like I said, if you can watch it and stomach it, just come back to this video. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. I have never seen anything like it. I enjoy comedy. I've never the disrespect, the total disrespect, and that whole thing. From experience, right? Maybe I said Kevin Hart is a puppet. I personally lost my husband at a very young age. I couldn't imagine somebody doing repetitive jokes about my husband's death like that. And this man committed suicide. It's a bit much. So I'm done ranting. I'm going to drop the link. I have a few more minutes to be on here, then I'm getting off. If you want to come up and say a few things, if you watched it, or if you want to drop the in the chat your thoughts, let me know how you felt. I'm at a point for myself. I think I want to boycott Kevin Hart. I never really thought he was a funny comedian like that, but I know I can go without him in my life for a minute until he get it right, because that was the total misrepresentation of our race, and you allowed these white people to believe that it's okay. It's okay. You essentially co-sign Chud, you co-sign every little racist prick out there that feel like it's their right to be able to just come out and say whatever. And I mean, the one I can't even remember, the guy with the damn face was red as shit. I don't even know his name. And he was a part of the community, and they wasn't slaying him. It was very few community jokes, but they was just the black jokes was just ridiculous. Please feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. I will give you maybe a minute or so if you want to come up and express yourself. Let me know how you feel about this subject. Let me know how you feel about Chud the Builder. Let me know, because it was just a lot. I'm like, damn. Talib said, I felt like the roast of Kevin Hart was very similar to the roast of Richard Pryor. I mean, I have to, you know what, Talib? Maybe I need to go back to see the roach, the roast. I'm sorry, the roast of Richard Pryor. I need to go back and see that. You know, I don't remember it being like Kevin Hart's, man. That was a bit much. And if Richard Pryor's roast was like that, I'm sure it probably was a bit much. Or maybe the wording of the jokes was a bit different. It has to be something different with it. But Kevin Hart's was raw. Very raw to me. Very raw. All right, so let me drop this link again, and then if not, I'm going off into the sunset, and I will see you guys at 12 a.m. I will be discussing. Let me see what the topic actually is, because Maybach done came and made it seem like we doing some after dark, Emmanuel after dark. That's not what we doing. It's not going to be Emmanuel after dark. All right. So the topic for tonight at 12 a.m. is sex is better with. Now, I picked this open-ended topic because I wanted you to come up and share some things. Now, sex, it could be better with a specific race, a specific person, specific toy, specific drug of choice. I don't know. Just sex is better with. That will be the topic. You can feel free to talk about your turnoffs during that. We're gonna have an adult conversation. I have questions myself. You know, is sex better with time, with age, with all of the things? You know, so join me tonight at 12 a.m. Talib said it was brutal. It was worst. Oh wow. And it was racist as hell. Okay. So you know what? I'm gonna go back and see if I can find it and watch it, and maybe I'll stream it and allow people to view it and formulate their opinions. Maybe we'll compare the two. You holding the chat down? Thank you, Talib. I appreciate you. All right. So tonight at 12 a.m., join me. I'll definitely be here. I made a commitment. We'll be talking about sex is better with. Feel free to come and share your comments. Now, like I said, you can come up on the panel, or you could be in the chat. You could come just like this. You don't even have to have your picture on the icon tonight to just come up and say what you want to say or ask your questions. It's a safe space. We are all adults. As I always say, I'm halfway 100. So with my mouth, I feel like at this age that I could be more free and liberal to say the things that I want to say. And I don't know about y'all, but I am not uncomfortable with my sexuality, and I'm not uncomfortable with talking about sex in general, because I feel like that's how we learn and grow and become um the best selves, our best selves, right? And so when it comes to sex, I feel like people have certain questions and they don't have people that they can go to. So with this show tonight, this is that safe space. Come in and ask. I know people have questions. I know. Like, listen, I'm blessed to have a best friend and friends I can actually ask questions. I've had a friend ask me about, how do you, do fellatio, things like that. And women give tips and tricks. So tonight is that show. Now, next week, for the 12 p.m. The topic is this, and shut up, Mel, because I can hear you screaming at me from the back. But the topic for next week is, what the fuck is wrong with our kids? What the fuck is wrong with them? It's a lot of weird stuff going on. So next week at 12 p.m., we will discuss that. But before we can get to that, 12 a.m. tonight, sex is better with. And listen, honey, sir, ma'am, if you feel like getting dressed up for this show and you want to turn your camera on and you got on a negligee, it's all good. This is a safe space. If you don't come on naked. That's all I'm saying. If you want to put on a negligee, fine. But don't come on here naked. I don't want to see any tools out. I don't want to see nothing dangling below or dangling at the top. I don't want to see none of that. But if you got some nice, presentable negs or PJs, this is the show for that tonight only. Next week, I think we're going to talk about another taboo topic that I don't want to talk about in the PM section. I think next week I want to talk about aliens, and I want y'all to share experiences. But just to open up the show for tonight, to get y'all kind of comfortable, we're going to talk about sex is better with. You got plenty of time to think about it. All right. So I thank y'all for joining me. I thank the people in the back for looking at me, because I see multiple of you just staring, honey. I don't know what it is that you enjoy. Is it my voice? Is it my glasses? Is it this wig? Just inbox me. I could tell you how to get it all, because you damn sure ain't saying nothing in the chat, right? Get to a space to get comfortable to do so. We are family here. That's what we're doing. We're building a family. I will see all of y'all tonight at 12 a.m. I love y'all. Please, if you never heard of any of these topics that I spoke about today, because white people are losing their motherfucking mind, please look them up. Don't be like our parents and just let things slide by, because when we do, we miss out on so much information, and then boop, something in the world is happening because of something that happened on a smaller scale, and then it's just accumulated and we don't have no fucking clue. So don't be clueless. Y'all have a fabulous day. I'm going to leave out as usual with music. If you have any, please email me at music@peachent.com to get your stuff played. I am out to record the Peach Radio Show. I love y'all. See y'all tonight at 12 a.m. Bye.
Crazy. Peach ENT.
That's my ish.
Just to make this.
Fire.
I turn it up when I get on the beat, it be sliding, you know how it's going down. I get to the top, but I ain't acting funny. 1 minute you up, then you can't go down. I fuck it up, then I get it right back. You know how I come, I don't play around. Don't be in the mix, don't fuck with that bitch. She moving her lips, but don't make a sound. She don't want no beef, cause I'm bringing that heat and I'm holding the crown, better bow down. They fucking with me, cause they know if I blow, then I'm going on tour with the whole town. When I come to your city, I'm looking for gas, matter of fact, I'ma need me a whole pound. Do it for the fam, cause I wanna be rich. You just want the clout, now how that sound. I swear I was down for a bit, I thank God that I'm back. I was lost, but now I'm found. You won't catch me out and about, cause I feel like they after me, that's why I be homebound. And don't give a fuck who you with, you ain't making no noise, coming down when I'm round. Nah, I don't fuck with you goofy, so they making me pack shit and stress, you look like clowns. Boy stuff and got a bad bitch, made him tell me where his stash is. Found the keys, had to grab him. Foreign whip, almost crashed it. Buy some chains to get my jewels up. Record a track and make a cool cut. Hit the butt cause I don't do much. Candy trash when you hear such. Just in the game, I ain't playing fair. Nice brows but they don't care. Talk shit, all they do is stare. Think I care, I don't really care. Rule number 1, I'm never number 2. Rule number 2, always pay your due. Rule number 3, don't ever come for me. Rule number 5, I ain't going live. Cool, calm, collector, so I ain't never tripping. I be on my shit, so I ain't never slipping. Got a couple niggas, I be really pimping. Big E, fuck opposition. I got the trees on trees. Talking that green on green. Niggas catch homies on homies. I'm talking about body for body. Like fuck is you talking about? I run up in your mouth. I see some haters and it's time to point them out. Bitches is ops, they fuck the whole team. They ain't get no money, no cheddar, no cream. They rap like they pussy, but pussy be trash. No beauty, no brains, just one of my ass. I rap the rack, but I ain't from the shop. Talking at 8, that circle that high. I'm getting money, stacking dough, that's for sure. She thinks she a wife, she really a hoe. I'm on my business and I stay out the way. And never play around wherever I lay. Dollar signs, the only thing that I chase. That's on the dummy like I'm in a race. Dollar signs, the only thing that I chase. That's on the dummy like I'm in a race. Me that when I get on the beat, it be sliding, you know how it's going down. I get to the top, but I ain't acting funny. 1 minute you up, then you can't go down. I fuck it up, then I get it right back. You know how I come, I don't play around. Don't be in the mix, don't fuck with that bitch. She moving her lips, but don't make a sound. She don't want no beef, cause I'm bringing that heat and I'm holding the crown, better bow down. They fucking with me, cause they know if I blow, then I'm going on tour with the whole town. When I come to your city, I'm looking for gas, matter of fact, I'ma need me a whole pound. Do it for the fam, cause I wanna be rich. You just want the clout, now how that sound.
Let's talk. Are you ready to chat?
On a journey.
He was lovely and are you ready to kick it?
So play with me.
See y'all at the next
myself because I'm almost halfway 100.
Let's talk.
On a journey to beautify myself because
join in.
I'm sharing